History and adventure go hand in hand, and this week we've discovered one location with an abundance of each. I'm Stephen Human. Join Chad, Rhea, and myself as we cover different parts of Panguitch, Utah, and see for ourselves how the pioneer history has set this town up as one incredible destination. First on the agenda, Chad and Rhea kick off their riding season in style as I hit the water, where trail access and quality fishing are a stone's throw from each other. Finally, Don Dunwell hits one event where it's always ladies' night. Own the outdoors now with AYL.
Wow, Chad, first bike ride of the season, and we couldn't have spent it in a more beautiful place.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Hello, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure today. I'm Chad Booth, and we are out for our first bike ride of the season. As Rhea said, we are in the town of Panguitch in beautiful Garfield County. Now, this is a place a lot of people just kind of like go through, right?
Right, to get to Bryce.
Right, and occasionally you'll stay overnight, but you're always on your way to somewhere else. This is the place you should park. Park yourself in Panguitch, because think about it. You can do beautiful Highway 12. There's a loop there that can take you a whole day. You can do antimony. You go up north out of here over to Highway 62, and then up from Bryce through the Antimony Narrows and come back on Highway 62. That's a beautiful ride. You can do the loop up past Panguitch Lake onto Cedar Mountain and down Highway 14. That's a beautiful loop. You can do the Zions Canyon loop as part of your trip and make an entire route. And you always end up right back here in Panguitch, where there's a lot of fun stuff to do.
Yeah, it is. It's so cool. It's like a big wagon wheel, you know? You got the state parks, the national parks, those beautiful scenic loops right around in here. And Panguitch is basically the hub.
There we go.
Let's take a look at that hub right now.
You know, all my life I've had I call it a near mystical attachment to this town. It was first settled in 1864. They first called the place Fairview. Then they found out there was already a Fairview up in Sanpete County, so they had changed the name. So they took the name of the natural lake up here, which the Paiutes had named Panguitch, meaning big fish.
As far as the terrain, the beauty, you've got Red Canyon, which is nothing but red rocks, and then you can go up to Panguitch Lake where you're in the Ponderosa Pines.
Butch Cassidy came with his mother. They lived in Circleville, working for some rancher on the far north end of the Panguitch Valley.
I love the Old West feel, the welcoming of the people. From an outsider moving into this community, I have never felt more welcomed, more loved. I just feel blessed to call it home. It is just wonderful.
This was so good, but I'm almost done with it and I haven't paid for it yet.
Walls are all original. It's from 1909. It's on the historical register, so it's been rebuilt so that it would maintain that historical register status.
So the steam would actually come out the top?
Yeah, well, in the fumes from the welding rods.
You can't just go anywhere
How
and buy
many?
belts like this.
Okay.
There you
Beautiful
go. Yeah.
belt.
Well, Cowboy Collectibles has been in business for 14 years now. We have merchandise here that's authentic.
You have a brand new white Stetson straw hat at home, and it fits you perfectly.
I can wear both of them. There's a great story about how the town was starving, and there's 7 men from Panguitch that needed to go over to Parowan and save the city. They knelt on quilts to pray to find out what to do, and they noticed that the quilts held their weight. So they actually used the quilts to walk over the mountains to Parowan to save Panguitch. So we have a festival the second week in June that tells about that story.
We settled finally on a monument that had one man that would represent all 7 men. And then we have benches within the park with each one of the men's names on and a little bit about their history to honor those men who walked the quilt walk. Alexander Matheson in his journal said that a trip over was hard, but the trip back was harder with the weight of the flour on their back.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
My, of course.
There you
Wow,
go.
it's a beautiful story.
Well, we've got a lot of history in this area. There's even more of it straight ahead on our travel adventure. We're going to head out to the lake. Stephen's up there exploring Panguitch Lake. Okay, Rhea, you wanted a summer cabin.
Yeah.
Now you've got one. There it is. Whole thing right there.
So I can stick my little pea shooter out and like pew, pew, pew.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are continuing to explore the area around Panguitch. Now, we've already talked about the fact that you can take off in 100 different directions in a road bike, and you can spend time in all of the parks and everything, but there are other things to see here as well.
This is so cool. We're just right at the mouth here of Casto Canyon, and we're maybe 200 yards from the trailhead. And then you come across this really cool little hideout, which I think it could have been Butch Cassidy's hideout. People say it could have been.
Looks like it's put together for protection more than for living comfort. So
Yeah.
it probably didn't qualify as your home, summer home.
No.
But there are a lot of other things to do, though. This place is packed with activities, not just on road, but off. Let's check them out.
Panguitch is a really great, fun place to live. There are so many fun things that go on in the summertime. We have an ATV rally in August that the numbers just keep doubling every year. This Casto Canyon is pretty much our signature ride. It's the most popular ride, the one everybody wants to go on. Really great, fun country to be in, lots of history. We have a lot of people come and ride bicycles. We have mountain biking, the same trails pretty much as the ATV. We have the quilt walk, which is the second weekend in June, kind of a tribute to how Panguitch was settled. Then comes the Balloon Festival. If you've ever been to a hot air balloon festival, you need to come to Panguitch. You can go just about any direction. In fact, on the panguitch.com website, we have a lot of day trips that take you all over the county, but always bring you back to Panguitch. Once you stop and you discover all of our hidden secrets, you'll find out what a great place it is to be and to stay. There's so many events, there's so many fun things to do when you're done with your hiking or your ATV riding, all kinds of activities to do.
So have we convinced you that you should spend more than just one day in Panguitch, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Because there's so much to do?
Oh my gosh, everything, anything you can think of under the sun, because we're under it right now. Everywhere around here is beautiful.
Exactly. Well, right now it's time for us to go to our Trailhead Adventure, brought to you each week by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. And I think we should go jeeping today.
I'm sorry, no boys allowed. This is girls only.
Well, looks like it's going to be a great show next week. Great breakfast this morning to wrap up our trip.
Yes, we're at the Cowboy Smokehouse here in Panguitch, and oh, yummy, yummy breakfast. Did you know this place used to be a jail?
Yes, that's right. I believe Butch Cassidy spent some time here.
He did.
He lived everywhere in town here at some point or another.
Right.
Now, there are a lot of dining opportunities, and if you frequent Panguitch, you want to pay attention to another place. Last night, we had dinner at the Big Fish down at it's where the old bar used to be at the end of town. Best wings I've ever had, and I've been to Buffalo, New York, to the original restaurant where they all started. These guys have got it dialed in. So check it out when you come down to Panguitch, and remember, there's adventure around every bend.
All you gotta do is get out there and create your own adventure.
That's true. See you next time. Come on in.
I think I'm gonna have to back in, because I'm afraid I'm gonna get stuck if I go in front head first.
We don't often take a look at the history behind. I'm always better at my second one anyway. Hey guys, if you like that video, you're gonna wanna watch all of our other AYL videos. You're gonna wanna like it, you're gonna wanna share it, and you're gonna wanna subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're gonna wanna do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you gonna sell me out like that, Steven?
So you wanna click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.